some structures which are seen, which are having similarities in their origin, in their structures, but the organisms are different. But we find their similarities in their origin and their structure, but their functions are very different. How? Let me explain. इसको explain करते हैं कि कैसे different organisms में different animals हैं, but उनके जो body के structures हैं, इसका origin और structure काफी similar है, pattern of bones काफी similar है, but functions जो है वो different है. आपका हाथ, your hand, my hand, a bat which has got wings, bat, chamkadar. I don't know too much of Hindi, so I'm just trying to take support of the colloquial Hindi. Chamkadar जिसे कहते हैं. Bat has wings. Cheetah, fastest animal on this earth. We have 4 limbs which have absolute pattern of bones very much similar. Pattern of bones जो है काफी similar है. मेरे हाथ, आपके हाथ similar है, पर क्या ये एक जैसा function करते हैं? A human being's hand, my hand, your hand, how it is functioning? Does it function the same way as we see in a bat, or maybe in a cheetah? No, it doesn't. So the organs that perform different functions, performance is very different functionally, but having similarities in their origin and structure are called homologous organs. For example, as I stated, human beings, hands, cheetah, bat, even a whale, there is similarities in patterns of bones of 4 limbs, although their functions are very dissimilar. In this case, you can also say similar anatomy is found. Similar anatomy. They are coming from a common inheritance, is from a common ancestry. Similarities in structure and function. This is the point that you need to underline and learn, that is divergent evolution. You can take example of the Australian marsupials or maybe the locomotion in man. These are some of the examples. ये सारे examples ही हैं जो आपको याद करने में help करेंगे. आप इस तरह याद कीजिए कि कभी ना भूलें. ये मेरे आपकी आंखों के सामने just imagine कि बैट का विंग और मेरा हाथ origin same है, but function is different. यहाँ होता है आपका divergent evolution. Story is inheritance of some common. Inheritance is from a common ancestry, but the functions are very different. Similarities in the structure and the pattern of bones in the origin, but different functions. So this is the whole idea about divergent evolution, and you can take an easy name, which is homologous organ. आप भी शायद कहेंगे ये कहाँ से easy हो गया homologous, but you have to learn some things in biology are very interesting to understand. Next, on the contrary, इसका opposite देखते हैं. We were saying the different in function. Here we will say the function is very similar. Take example of a bat's wing, a bird's wing, insect wing. सभी तो fly करते हैं, but they are different group of organisms. They are not even related to one another, but the organ that I'm talking about is said to be analogous, as we find that dissimilar in anatomy is there. Anatomically they are dissimilar, doing similar functions. Functions एक ही तरह करते हैं. Developing in some unrelated animals. Naturally, they are not sharing a common ancestry. They are not at all sharing a common ancestry, as they have inherited. We are so long in homologous structures. They had inherited from a common ancestor. Here, they have not inherited from a common ancestor. Dissimilar in anatomy. Structural similarities and dissimilarities, if we talk about, then developing the pattern, it's not at all similar. Dissimilar in anatomy, that's why, and dissimilar in structure and origin. So long what we said about analogous structures, they are not automatically similar. They perform similar functions. It was different functions earlier in homologous structures. In case of analogous structures and organs, it is performing similar functions. Like the eyes of a mammal or maybe eyes of a mammal, or maybe octopus, or maybe you can talk about the flipper of dolphins. You can take a penguin's flipper. You will find that there are certain things that are matching and certain things that are not matching. And the first thing to understand is it is similar in function. Functionally, they are all similar, but they are not the same group of organisms. They are not even related to one another, but different in their structural pattern and origin. So that's what is saying about convergent evolution. You can take the example of the placental mammals, you can take aquatic vertebrates, or maybe a very easy example, insect wing, bat's wing, and in the bat's wing, insect wing, bird's wings. All are performing, they are all flying, but they are not the same group of animals. They do not share the common ancestry, and structural pattern is dissimilar. So you see, this is the analogous. These are analogous organs, analogous structures. Now the study of biochemical evidence. Let's say the structure of the genes and the proteins. Say there are some similarities in the proteins and the genes which are performing a given function among a diverse group of organisms, and that will hint us all about the common ancestry. So biochemical similarities will point to the same shared ancestry, as there are some structural similarities which are seen in the diverse group of organisms, and these similarities are due to the structural similarities that you find in the structure of the proteins and the genes. This is all about the biochemical evidence. After these evidences, that is paleontological evidence, homologous organ, analogous organ, divergent evolution, convergent evolution, biochemical evolution, the most interesting part of the story of this chapter, or maybe the concept if I say, is natural selection, where we are studying about the time or the period of time before industrialization. There was a kind of moth, piston, and it has a grey color and a black color. So the story of natural selection. Before I proceed with this video, I must give a reminder to you. In my later videos, I will come with the story of natural selection, biological evolution, more concepts and lots more. So before I say goodbye for this video, I'm promising you I'm going to extend this topic in more vivid manner, and I'm trying to make it more interesting. बहुत सारा related topic है इसके साथ. ये जो हम लोग अभी स्टडी कर रहे थे कि पैलियोनोटोलॉजिकल एविडेंस था, देन केम होमोलोगस ऑर्गन, फिर एनालोगस ऑर्गन, उसके बाद बायोकेमिकल एवोल्यूशन एविडेंस, और इसके बाद आते हैं नेचुरल सिलेक्शन, जहां हम लोग पढ़ेंगे कि कैसे एक टाइम पीरियड था इंडस्ट्रीज फॉर्मेशन से पहले, दैट मीन्स बिफोर इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, लॉन्ग टाइम अगो, देयर वाज अ काइंड ऑफ मॉथ, एक टाइप का मॉथ था, and this moth had two color variations. One was the grey color and the other was the black color. ये story मैं बताऊंगी, but next week and lots more. So goodbye till up to here, and stopping over here. Before I say goodbye, जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए. जिन्होंने नहीं किया है प्लीज कर लीजिए, और जिन्होंने किया है शेयर कीजिए अपने दोस्तों के साथ, एंड खूब सारा सपोर्ट कीजिए. बेल आइकन को मत भूलिए. Just press the bell icon. Thank you.